Well, I'm Chris from Google.
Hey, Chris.
And I'll take you a little bit through the software experience, just sort of explain what we've done here, what we're working on. If you got any questions, you can ask that along the way. But obviously, it does all of the same things that any Google Assistant speaker does, right? You can do home automation, play music, schedule a timer. All those things are in the device. But clearly, we've added a touchscreen. And we could have kind of just duct taped a touchscreen and a speaker together and called it a new product. But we actually, instead, we spent some time really thinking about what we wanted it to be. And we thought about the Google Assistant's superpowers really making things easy. You can just ask for music by name instead of having to pull your phone out and tap through 7 apps to find it. So we thought, how do we bring that level of simplicity and just ease of use to a visual experience? So we've focused really closely on that. And then we've actually added a lot of Google technologies and products that are properties of Google to the device to kind of make those things shine on this experience. And so I'll walk you through it. The device, when it's in what we call Ambient Mode, is showing pictures. These are out of Google Photos. So just for now, it points to an album you create, but we are working on doing more interesting, exciting things later on. But at launch, it'll be supporting albums in Google Photos. And you can tap in from here to what we call the home screen. So the home screen is a place where we have ongoing activities. We also have recommendations for queries. It's kind of a discovery mechanism. We'll be doing even more on that. And then also reminders and notifications will play a role in this screen as well, where you can actually see what the assistant thinks you need to know about, what's coming up, and what you're currently doing. In this case, I've got a timer that's running on the device. If I had music playing, looks like the timer's paused. If I had music playing, it would show up down here, but since there's no music playing right now, I've got some recommendations on how tall is Mount Everest. Now I'm going to go through the rest of the demo as Rachel, so I'm going to turn magically into Rachel now. Rachel's a young mom, and she's trying to use the assistant in this device to get things done during the day. So the first thing she's going to do is get up in the morning. She's going to use a new feature we're showing off now called routines, which really work great on this form factor and this device type. So, hey Google, good morning.
Hey, Rachel.
Now, if you were Rachel's husband...
So the lamp turned on.
The time is 1:05 p.m.
It's running right
Right
now.
now in Las Vegas, it's 55 with showers. Today, there will be showers with a forecasted high of 55 and a low of 46. The best way to get to work by car is via I-15 North and will take about 12 minutes in moderate traffic. Today at 6 p.m., you have teacher-parent conference. Then, today at 8 p.m., you have catch up with Jane. Have a good one.
So I've also in this routine linked news.
Here's the latest news.
So we go directly into YouTube, into news. This is exactly what YouTube ranks as the highest piece of news right now. It's live, and I guess Obama's running. Oprah's running for president. So we'll see.
We need another celebrity billionaire.
That's right. But basically, it actually makes a really nice little TV in many cases. So, we do think this device will be often used in the kitchen. So it's actually great for this sort of scenario. I can even sort of skip through clips and go to the next one. Maybe I can in this demo. But and sort of use it. We're actually launching with YouTube. We're talking to other partners as well to try to get their media experiences on the device, and we expect to have more at launch, but right now we're just announcing YouTube on the device. Beyond this, I need to go to work and pick up some donuts for the day for the team, so hey Google, show me some bakeries nearby.
I found a few places near you. The first one is Carlo's Bake Shop. It's 0.02 miles away and is rated 3.8 stars.
So this is using data that's from Google Local. So if you went and typed bakeries nearby into Maps, it's very similar data that you'd get, except that we're leveraging it in a much more beautiful and expressive way on this device. That's much more visual. Now I could say show me the first one or Carlos, but in this case I'm just going to tap. Sorry, the touchscreen's flaky on this particular device.
So Chris, how do you get the directions from here onto your device?
I'll show you. Once the routine starts running, you kind of need to let it So in this case, this is some information about Carlos. There's the phone number of the place, some photos that are rotating through. I can actually tap in and sort of get oriented. Come on, tap in. The touchscreen is flaky on this. So it zooms in and shows you where it is. And I can say as well, hey Google, how do I get there?
The best way to get to Carlos Bake Shop by car is via South Las Vegas Boulevard and will take about 1 minute.
Will that be transferred to your phone?
It didn't say it. Usually it does, so it's a little bit
It's starting to
really of a
have
prototype.
Wi-Fi started to sag a little.
Oh, is it at the
It
hotel?
will show up on your phone.
But it will. It'll send a notification to your phone. So if you've got the assistant installed, be it Android or iOS, and you can just tap on it, and with Maps start navigation to the location. So it's really easy. Once you get in the car, you just tap and you go. So there's one more thing I want to do before I leave, and that's check in on the kids. Hey Google, show me the kids' room.
Okay, streaming the kids' room on Kitchen 20.
So obviously we work very closely with Nest, and that's our little Android baby up in Mountain View. And so you can very easily get to any Nest camera just by using your voice. So it works really well. We're launching with Nest, and of course interested and open to having other providers on the platform. So I'm back from work. I need to figure out what to cook for dinner tonight, so I can use the assistant for that. Hey Google, what should I cook for dinner?
Here are a few options you might like.
So this again is using Google Search. So all of the structured data that comes out of our knowledge of the web is showing up here. So you've got New York Times Cooking, Tasty, All Recipes. All these providers have actually expressed their data in a structured format, and allows us to create again this very beautiful representation that I can see pretty close by or a few feet away too. In fact, I can say, hey Google, show me the roasted chicken recipe.
Sure, here you go.
So, I'll take a look at the one. It's actually got 5 stars. I have all these ingredients, and it's only going to take 30 minutes. So, hey Google, start cooking.
Great, let's get started. There are 9 ingredients. I'll read them one by one. Let me know when you're ready for the next ingredient. The first ingredient is 4.5 pounds bone-in chicken parts.
So you can kind of go through this step by step. We've actually, again, the device we think oftentimes will be in the kitchen. So we've gone through and sort of built out recipes as a key experience. You can go to the next step, go to the last step, or even if you want to find other information out, like I don't know how to prepare rosemary. Hey Google, how do I prepare the rosemary?
Alright, here's matching video on YouTube.
So again, you can dive right into YouTube, get some videos to show you how to do this, jump back to your recipe.
How would you jump back to the recipe from there?
That's not something we're showing just yet on this. But you will be able to sort of get back and forth between it. But from here, I like actually listening to music during cooking. So, hey Google, show me some relaxing music stations.
I found a few stations.
So these are all ones, right now they're out of Google Play Music. That's what we'll be supporting at launch, and hopefully some others. So we can pick, I don't know, let's pick, I guess I am chilling on the couch right now. So
Okay, here's the Google Play Music
chilling on the couch, so you get a music just that easily. You of course can say, hey Google, next, if you get your hands dirty or whatever, and you can obviously use the touch screen as well to do these same types of things. I just went back to Drake. So that's all cool. Now I've got dinner ready, and we're done with dinner. I'm gonna just show you how to go home. You can see now the music that I'm playing shows up back here, so I can kind of jump back to that. That's sort of the resume. It's just not fully plumbed for recipes yet. So I'm gonna stop this. Hey Google, stop. And after dinner, the kids have a little bit of homework to do. So you can use the power of Google Search again. Hey Google, show me the 7 wonders of the world. So one of the kids has a...
There are 7 wonders of the ancient
study on
world.
this. So
Here
again,
are the
this-
first 3. Great Pyramid of Giza, Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
So this comes directly out of Google Search. All the structured data, you can of course use these suggestion cards, chips we call them, which are different pivots, things you might want to do to help go deeper into this, and allows us to suggest some things. Or you can go kind of straight into one of these, get a little more text, even look directly at the pictures if you want. And this reminds me that we were actually in Egypt a few years ago. So, hey Google, show me photos from Egypt.
Showing your photos of Egypt.
So this leverages Google Photos. So it uses the same search and AI functionality that the assistant in Google Photos does to recognize automatically what photos I mean when I'm asking for a particular topic or person or place, in this case, Egypt. And I can, of course, hey Google, show me my photos of Egypt.
Sure, for that, you might like culture.
Well, you're talking about you want to be looking at your own personal photos.
Yes,
Yeah.
Google Photos, yeah. Hey Google, show me my photos of Egypt.
Showing your photos of Egypt.
So now I get the.
You actually take these?
No.
This is your fake self.
This is Rachel.
Rachel.
Rachel took these. Remember? Yeah. So I can kind of have this ability to sort of browse through these things, and that actually reminds me that Mom was on that trip with us to Egypt. So I'm going to give Mom a call. I just haven't talked to her in a while. Hey Google, call Mom.
You can call
Calling
any number,
Mom
right?
mobile.
So this is using Google Duo, and it works so with anybody who's got Duo installed and set up. Oh, hi Mom. Oh,
Your
the
Hey
Wi-Fi
Google.
is really bad here.
My Pixel was picking up on your Hey Googles.
We're losing.
Can you change the wake up word? Can you change anything? Does it have to be Hey
We're
Google?
losing him here. Bummer.
Yeah, the
Maybe we can
Wi-Fi's
try that
been-
again. The Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi's
is.
been really bad today.
Sorry, Mom, we can't hear you.
Can you change the wake up word between Hey Google and OK Google?
Right now you have the both options work.
You can't do like.
There's no custom
Give it a
powers
name.
right now on the device. But yeah, Duo works really well despite the Wi-Fi performance here. And so you can call anybody with Duo installed, or you can call other smart displays, or they can call you. Really quite easily. So.
How are you calling other smart display?
Oh, you call them by name. So you'd say so and so's smart display.
So I've got, let's say, 4 smart display in the house. Bedroom, I can say.
So
Google call smart display in the bedroom.
we're not going into exact details of how all the UX
Can you
works,
call
but you have
any
the
phone
ability
number, or
to
does
do
it
that.
have to be a number?
So on the Google Home speakers and other devices, you can actually say call the bakery,
Right.
and it actually just does a VoIP call. It works really well. So we're not announcing that yet on this device, but it is something we're very interested in.
On the Google Home speakers, can you answer the phone too? When you call your.
I don't think so. Do you know? I don't believe you can. I don't think you can sync it now, or we'll be able to with your Google Voice number, but I don't think it does inbound calls. It's only outbound today. So you want to try the calling again, or should we skip it?
I actually have limited time, so.
Oh, okay.
I want to do an interview.
There's only one thing left.
Yeah.
Let's try the call again. Hey Google, call Mom.
Calling Mom mobile.
That was just such a terrible video. So that's knock knock. He can actually see us before. Well,
You're doing
Mom
a video call,
answers.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a video call. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad.
That's good.
Oh, there he is.
We got Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
There she is.
It's good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah, talk to you later. Bye bye.
Vincent and Larry?
Oh, you have
Hi.
Vincent and Larry
Hi.
over.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. So now it's after dinner. We've called Mom, and we want to just have a little bit of fun before bed. So there's a game that works on all the Google Assistant devices called Lucky Trivia. It's a first-party game from Google, and so we've put that together here to show kind of what a full-screen immersive experience looks like. Hey Google, I'm feeling lucky. So this is an initial cut, and we of course the visual experience adds a ton to the game. You'll see. We'll talk more about it in a minute. Gotta get over the screeching tire sound.
Welcome back, Rachel. It's trivia time. It's a geography question. Lucky you. You're 4 for 5 in this category.
Who's gonna answer? Who wants to answer?
Try.
All right.
Which location is considered the brightest spot on Earth? Tokyo's Ginza District, the Las Vegas Strip,
Wow.
or Times
That's
Square?
a hard one.
You have one answer? Would you go ahead and say?
I'll go for Ginza.
Tokyo's Ginza District.
That's a hard. Those are all 3.
No, sorry. The
Vegas?
Las Vegas Strip is widely considered to be the brightest
my
spot
next
on
job.
Earth when you look at it from space during nighttime.
See, I've never looked
Most
at it from
places
space.
are brighter during the daytime.
That's my problem.
So that's an immersive experience on Google Smart Display. We built this one out.
Anyway, that first question was also the last question. This demo is hecka short. Thanks for playing. See you later this year.
So we built this out just to make sure that our technology platform for this kind of immersive experience works. We are working with a bunch of third-party partners to create experiences like this, so just the same as Actions on Google.